Hello and welcome to Sharon Local History. In this video I will introduce you to Stoughton Historical Society. So about 10 members of Sharon Historical Society visited Stoughton Historical Society. It was a lovely visit led by President Dwight. So residents of Sharon are especially interested in Stoughton because at one point we were basically part of the township. The museum is open on Thursdays and on Saturdays. Everybody is welcome to visit and the admission is free. So we started our tour outside. Dwight showed us the original trolleys that were running through the town. There were a few lines. They made this little memorial for the trolleys run through Stoughton. So meaning that's not where the trolleys were placed. Here you can read a little bit about the history. Please feel free to use the pause button anytime you want to read any of the pictures. This video is a mixture of pictures and short videos. I will throw in some music as well. I'm not an expert. I don't even know how to pronounce Stoughton properly. But you will have a general idea what Stoughton Historical Society is about and how incredible building it is. That's not the building. It's this one. And I hope that many of you will visit. You can always ask the docents if you have specific questions about specific locations and history of town, or you can visit the place and tour it on your own. There are tons and tons of things to look at. They have amazing labels and you can basically have self-guided tour. The Stoughton Historical Society was founded 1895 and it is located at 6 Park Street at the Lucius Club Memorial. It used to be a Stoughton Public Library that was built in 1903, 1904. So now we are inside. I just want to let you know how huge building it is basically. So it's the first floor has got 3 different spaces that are filled with different treasures. And there's also a bottom level that is full of items that still need to be assessed and prepared for displays. The Stoughton Historical Society, as many other societies, rely on the membership and the dues to sustain itself and continue its mission. The society is hoping that you enjoy and benefit from the work that was done so far, and they would like you to consider becoming a member. The individual membership is $15 a year or lifetime $200, and family membership, it includes kids under 21, is $25 a year or lifetime of $300. You can become a supporting member or you can become active member. I have seen so many incredible items and treasures and documents that need more work, and I would strongly encourage you, if you live in Stoughton or close by and you enjoy history, please do become a member. All donations, no matter how small, are appreciated as well. We are grateful for the docents that were present at the museum. Here is Janet Clough and Dwight McCarran, who gave us a tour and showed us many of the items. This is William Stoughton. We really appreciated Dwight spending the time with us and showing us how basically Stoughton grew, and he showed us some of the interesting collections they had on display, as well as this cool timeline they created years ago. Here we are admiring a newish display on photography created by Rich Pratt. He gave us commentary on the exhibit that he put together, and it included different examples of daguerreotypes and ambrotypes and tintypes, basically different ways of developing photographs. The Stoughton Historical Society is dedicated to preserving the worthwhile past. Its purposes include providing meeting ground for persons with common interest in history. As we could feel during our visit, there were 5 volunteers in the building, and even though they were working hard on assessing different items, they had a good time chatting and comparing notes. The other purpose is speaking for historical interests of the community, from the many examples that Dwight gave us, Stoughton Historical Society does a really good job and has got a say in many different historical interests of town of Stoughton. The next purpose is preserving and working for the preservation of materials and information relating to the history and traditions of the original township of Stoughton, incorporated in 1726, which included the towns of portion thereof of Dedham, Canton, Sharon, yay, and Stoughtonham, Foxborough, Avon, Plainville, and North Bridgewater. So as you can see, that's why Sharon is very invested in learning more about Stoughton and our past township, Stoughtonham. So we are very excited to have a great relationship with Stoughton Historical Society, and we were very pleased to see few documents that basically came from Stoughtonham, documents from 18th century. The last purpose, not the last one really, the last purpose stated here, however, the purposes of the societies are much wider, is promoting an interest in history with emphasis on local history through education, encouragement, and the dissemination of information. So we are pleased to see Stoughton Historical Society being active. They are educating public and definitely encouraging and showing their love for history and, as I like to say, spreading it in small doses. And I would like to thank Dwight for sharing so much information with us about past of Stoughton. So here's a small display on the trolley that used to go to Glen Echo. You can see a few pictures. If you slow it down, you may be able to read the text as well. I took a few short videos and I accompanied it by music, so you can watch it on your own with no narration from me. I just want to mention this is William Stoughton, who was New England Puritan magistrate and administrator in the province of Massachusetts Bay. He was also the judge who presided over the Salem witch trials. There were 9 judges. This is Stoughton train station, and apparently it's the only train station in Massachusetts with a clock tower. I also would like to mention that the Old Stoughton Musical Society was originally founded in 1786 and it is the oldest continuous operating choral society in America. And by the way, they still abide by the same rules. And here is the research center in the basement and the work of volunteers. From left, it's Dan Marks, Rich Pratt, and Dwight McCarran. On the next picture, you can see Janet Clough and Richard Fitzpatrick. Thank you all for the incredible amount of work. So this is the end of the video. I try to introduce you Stoughton Historical Society, and you can visit their website and you can come in person and visit the museum. It is open Tuesdays 10 to 3 and Thursdays 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I would like to thank to all volunteers involved. There are more that weren't present, and I would like to thank you for watching Sharon Local History.